Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everybody to Critical Hit episode number 3. We have Hellfire in the house and myself Retroactive. How is everybody doing today? Glad to have you here. Anything you want to say to the crowd?
We have a lot of exciting things tonight. We actually have a little bit of a surprise planned immediately after the news tonight, so make sure you stick around for that. Basically, when the news ends, the show doesn't end tonight. Got a little something extra planned for y'all.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do something a little different. We got a few new things for you. We're trying to mix things up a little, make things a little more interesting for everybody. With that said, as most talk shows usually go, they usually have like an opening monologue of chit chat and jokes and things like that.
Yep.
So I figured I'd take a stab at opening monologue talk show jokes. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, so okay, just to let you know, these jokes are they're pretty much like a bad hand job. They're hard to come by. We got
Oh,
Silencio in the house. We got John Cambanas here. We got Supply Jeff here. We've got Paladin Baz here, ladies and gentlemen.
woo.
Before I get on to the rest of the jokes, let me go ahead and do some shout outs to a lot of you guys real quick. Give me just a second. We're gonna go ahead and drop a shout out to Silencio, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not already following him, make sure you go check him out. Make sure you follow him. But yeah, definitely check him out. What you're looking at right there is his stream going on. A little bit of a clip for some reason you can see him up in the cam, but yeah, there's Silencio right there. Coming up after Silencio, we are gonna drop a little bomb to Supply Jeff. Doing some early shout outs here for everybody, and then right after that is gonna be Paladin Baz. Let's see what's going on with Supply Jeff. I can't tell what game. Oh, he's playing Dead by Daylight. Okay, look at him. Him getting slashed or him doing the slashing.
We are talking about the Kraken. Doing this.
Yeah, you probably would expect that. Yeah, he's definitely the murderer on that one there. And then coming up here, this is Paladin Baz. Everybody, anybody that we shout out, they are usually members of the Stream Demons. So definitely, if you're a Stream Demons, make sure you check them out. Stream Demons, for those who don't know, let me go ahead and do a shout out to Stream Demons. They are one of the best stream teams out there. So myself and Hellfire, we're gonna do a little bit of a horns up right now for the Stream Demons. Everybody, right there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get back to the joke so we can get back to the stream. But anyway, basically, it is very rare, and I'm reading off of a note here, guys, because I wrote these down. But it is very rare for a I can't even say the word, the defibrillator to fail. When it happens, though, nobody is shocked. Okay,
Wow.
be back in a tick. Okay, wow, right. So many people sing in the shower, but rarely in the bathroom. But maybe that is because the audience is shit. Okay, I got more, guys. I got more. So, real quick, why do circuses rarely have human cannonballs anymore?
I don't know why.
It's hard to find men of that caliber. Okay, so I've got another joke, but I'll save it for another time, guys. I don't want to give you all my jokes like that. Dad jokes are awesome, right? Sweet Biscuits is in the house, everybody.
Woo,
Sweet
biscuits.
Biscuits. Anybody else come in and see? Dad jokes are awesome. Wanted to stop in and say hi, but I got to drive home. No problem, Biscuits. You can definitely check it out. That's a good way for us to drop some advertisement. You'll be able to find our episodes pre-recorded on YouTube and Spotify and Anchor and a lot of other places. I think Google too.
Yep, Google. Are we on iTunes yet? I believe it's in the process if it's
It's in
not
the
already.
process. We're waiting for approval. We're waiting for approval. But
Okay.
yeah, soon we will be on iTunes as well. How's it going? Been a while. Supply Jeff and Biscuits. Okay, so let me do a real quick shout out to Biscuits real quick. So, Sweet Biscuits is also one of the moderators of Stream Demons, everybody. So definitely check her out. She doesn't stream every single day like a lot of streamers do, but she does. When she pops up, her streams are really, really great. So definitely, if you haven't followed her, definitely go follow her. Make sure you watch her when she goes live. It's getting a little toasty in here, dude. But yeah, definitely check her out. Right now, I'm going to actually do a shout out to Hellfire as well. Anyway, you can go and check out his individual streams, and I'm going to follow that up, guys, with a shout out to myself. There we go. So there is Hellfire right there. What game are you playing right now, dude?
That was the experiment for the Monday Night Horrors.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Paladin Baz, awesome. Glad to hear it. Sounds like things are on the up and up, doing okay. Cool. Awesome. And there, of course, there's me playing some Fallout with one of my very first 360 characters, the one that I tried to make look like myself, with the ball cap and everything. I did a pretty decent job. So
I'll give you that.
Oh, K Prodigy was a viewer. K40 Prodigy with the host. Thank you, K40. Let's see if K40 is in the room real quick, and we're gonna give him a shout out real quick. K40 is not in the room, but we are still going to shout him out. Oh, there he is, right there.
There he is. Welcome to the stream.
Right, so there is K40 Prodigy right there. Sweet Biscuits is hosting as well. Definitely give K40 a follow if you haven't already. Another great stream demon right there. He's one of the newer members. He literally rocks his show, guys. As you're seeing right there, there's K40 stream. Definitely check him out for real. Let's see, what is he playing? I can't tell what that is.
That's Grounded.
That's Grounded. Okay, that's Grounded. That's one of the games that I have to look into checking out. Do you have it or have you played it?
I've checked it. I haven't played it. I've looked at some actual footage of gameplay and what it is. And it looks like a fun game, so I do plan on picking it up eventually.
Okay, I'll definitely. What systems is it on?
I'm not sure. I know it's on PC because that's the main console. That's what I look for on, but I'm not sure about other consoles.
Got you. K4, Xbox and PC. Awesome.
Yep.
So I will definitely look into it for my Xbox as well as my PC so that maybe you and I can do some playing with it. We'll actually maybe bring it up here on the stream one day and let people see us as we play it or something maybe.
Maybe.
So anyway, we got a great show for you tonight. As always, I've got my stuff over here on the on notes over to my side. So every now and then you're going to see myself looking over to the notes. We don't have a teleprompter at the moment, so we can't kind of look at you guys while we're going with the notes. It really has, Baz. I hope to see and hear from you. Okay, they're talking cool. Is tomorrow Xbox Fallout? John Cambanis, I don't know. I'm having issues with my Xbox. I did the update, and ever since I did the update, I've been having some problems. Me and Hellfire are trying to figure out what's going wrong with my Xbox. So we hope to get it because I haven't been on Xbox in so long right now. There's a lot of games that I want to get. There's a lot of free games on the Xbox Gold that I want to get, but I can't get them right now on my Xbox. So it kind of sucks.
Yep. There's a reason why I try to steer clear from that.
Because of the issues that they have?
Because of the issues.
But see, I like my Halo games, and there's certain exclusives that I do like to play, and I'm also game sharing with my buddy Tourette, who our Garbage Pail Adult. He streams as well, everybody. But yes, he and I do game sharing, so we like to do that number, and so there's certain games up there that I do like to play. So I'd like to be able to get it working one day, especially to do some of my personal streams and be able to play with John again. So despite the issues, I still have to have it a little bit.
Well, I'm not as big of a Halo fan as I am a Gears of War fan. But I know the Gears of War fan, if you buy them on Xbox, have them on PC, you can play it on PC.
Yeah. I think the Halos are the same way, if I'm correct.
I think they are. The new ones anyway.
So for those of you out there, that's a heads up. Anything that you buy on the Xbox or PC store, There are certain games, not all games, but certain games are interchangeable. That if you buy them on the PC, you get them on the Xbox, or vice versa.
First party games are all cross platform.
Yeah, yeah. So I know Cuphead is. Cuphead is one of those
Yep.
games. I've got it. I've got it on PC. I've got it on Steam, and I've got it on Xbox both. So that's kind of cool. One day we'll have to actually play some Cuphead.
Oh, now you're just not sure if it's sadistic or masochist, but a little bit of both, maybe, because that
Hey,
game is just torture.
a little bit of torture is a comic relief for the viewers. So we're gonna let the viewers have a little bit of fun. So anyway, K40 Perfect Co-op Games, right? And tonight, later tonight, we've got a little surprise with you that has to do with co-op games. Now, speaking of that, don't forget, I've already got that. Don't forget don't forget to check out Critical Hits YouTube page. We do have a YouTube. The link is in the About Me section. Make sure you go and subscribe over there, because we put all our post episodes over on that side as well. So definitely check them out. We could definitely use some of the YouTube followers. Now, you know what time it is right now?
It looks like it's weird news time.
Weird news, and I don't have nothing for weird news. Do you have anything for weird news? I think you were talking about something.
I do have one weird news.
And what is that?
I'm going to post a link. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get this up on the stream and get the play right, but I am going to post a link to the video in the comments, so free to check it out. But this guy was going to court. He had been in custody. They were taking him to court. He was being walked in by the officer, and they take the cuffs off of him, and he bolts out. And this was 2 days ago. And I forget exactly what county, but it was in Ohio. I did Ohio, and he has been on the run for 2 days. Escaped down 3 flights of stairs in the courtroom from police custody, out the door, and is now on the run for. Has been on the run for 2 days. So. I mean, if that's not dedication, whatever you got going on, I don't know what is.
You know what that reminds me of, dude? Do you
What's
remember?
that?
I think it was back in 2010 or 2011 here in our town. I'm not going to say our town, guys, but I will tell you that myself and Hellfire live in North Carolina. That's all I will tell you, okay? But in our town in North Carolina, I don't know if you heard about it or not, but this was back when I was an officer, and we had one of the deputy sheriffs who was supposedly watching a guy at the courthouse, and the guy was in the bathroom, and he snuck out the window of the courthouse bathroom. Do you remember that?
I remember hearing something about it, but I was young, and that was a long time ago.
Yeah,
Very long time ago.
I know the name of the guy. I'm not going to tell you guys, because that would be kind of incorrect, improper for me to give out people's names like that. But the dude, literally, he snuck out of the courthouse, and he was about to be taken to jail and be put in jail and waiting for sentencing. He'd just been to court for his whatever it is, when you basically when you go there, and then you have your initial hearing before the main hearing.
Yep.
But he was there for that. Were you a police officer? Yes, John Cambanis, I was. I wasn't a regular police officer. I was a computer forensics officer. So basically, anytime there was computer hacking or computer crimes, I was the one who did all that. I was also federal transport, so I would transport inmates from the jails and prisons. From the jails and prisons to the courthouse, to the federal courthouses, and to the tarmacs for the federal marshal to take over. But my main priority was computer forensics. But there wasn't too many of the computer jobs here in our town, so there wasn't really much for me to do. They had me for basically on call, so I did other things while I waited for computer crimes. But that said, this guy, no joke, he similar to the story that you're talking about, he got out, and we don't know how he got there, whatever, but he was able to make his way all the way out towards Weeksville and hide out.
Really?
And dude, he hid in a porta-john in Weeksville. Okay, I of all the things you can hide away from, yeah, they check dumpsters, they check houses, they check garages, they check cars, but no officer, no deputy, no anybody who does any kind of searching for that never
It's
checks
never
this.
looking up.
Right, never checks a porta john. And this one, it was in a development area where they were building a house, but it was flooded from all the rains that we get here. Since for the area that we live in the swamps of North Carolina. Just so you guys know, the area that we live in, they actually filmed that Swamp Thing TV series that was on DC Universe internet service. But he over in Weeksville where they were doing some development stuff, it was by itself. Nobody thought to check that lonely porta john in a housing development. So he was in there for about 3 days, and somebody who lived across the street had noticed that that someone would drive up, open the door, put stuff in the porta john, and then drive off, and it seemed a little weird. Come to find out, his accomplice or the person that was aiding and abetting him was bringing him food and water and change of clothes and things like that. He was literally living in the porta john.
Wow.
So I'm glad you brought your story up and reminded me of that. Right here in our own town, something similar. So next Tuesday, I'm going to take that video that you linked in there, and I'm gonna make sure I post all that information up for people to see.
Yeah, I'm gonna be curious if he's still on the run by Tuesday. He still is on the run by Tuesday. My hat's off to him. I don't really wear hats, but my hat is off to that.
Definitely. Hey, look, check it. Make sure you before we stream on Tuesday, look it up and make sure on like that morning, look it up to see if he's still on the run and what the outcome is, and then we'll actually post that video reminding people of this episode, and then we'll post to the viewers at home the results from
Yeah,
tonight to then.
it'll be curious.
So anyway, how is everybody doing? Hopefully y'all doing good. Weird news is, I guess I don't have no weird news tonight. Normally I do, guys. I'm really good at finding weird news. Tonight it was hellfire finding some really weird news. So we're gonna go ahead and
Yep.
drop the weird news, and I guess we go ahead and move into tech news.
Yep, I think we're going in tech news. Sounds about
Tech
right.
news, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for tech news. Normally, the weird news goes a little bit longer because we normally have a little bit of videos to share. So this was a little bit of a last minute thing there. But
Yep.
anyway, tech news. Now, one thing with the tech news that we got today is something actually interesting. Now, as we both know, and all of you out there know, Xbox is about to release the Series S and the Series X, right? So, with the Series X and the Series S, Xbox has announced a hard drive option, an external additional hard drive option, ladies and gentlemen. There's a picture of it right there. It is a 1 terabyte external hard drive. You can't tell it from here, but if you look just above it up there, there is a little USB drive port above it. Okay, that'll gauge the size of it. It's literally the size of almost the size of a jump drive. 1 terabyte. It goes inside of it to give you an additional 1 terabyte. Now, the price point on this is $219. Okay. Now, Hellfire, I know that you had some concerns about this.
I have some concerns and I have a question for Microsoft, really, because $219 for a terabyte of storage is just outrageous. Because I paid half of that for my 8 terabyte hard drive,
Right.
and it plugs in USB. I mean, that's 8 terabytes, and I paid half that, and it's USB 3. So I mean, it's going to be just as fast as this solid state USB as far as data transfer.
Right.
I don't. I mean, I know they've always done this. Like we talked about earlier, they did this with the Xbox 360. Uh, and my original concern was that maybe they wouldn't uh, include the ability to have a hard drive and attach one if this was a thing. and then I see the solid state drive, and we talked a little bit about this earlier. If they have a solid state drive USB, 99% likely they're going to have the ability to use a USB drive. So I'm not my real. I'm more flexed on exactly who this is being sold for and what the targeted market is, because it's not anybody that would buy a hard drive and attach a hard drive. So I'm really curious as to who they're targeting.
And see, like, now that you mentioned that, I see where you're coming from. I totally do, and I'm like, wait a minute, you're kind of right. Now I understand. Now, on their defense of things, I can see where your diehard Xbox fanboy, who's everything Xbox. They got to have that custom Xbox Elite 2 controller. They got to have that Xbox headset. They got to
Yep.
have that, everything Xbox. Now I see them getting it,
Mm-hmm.
but
Oh
I
yeah.
don't see many other people getting it when they know they can get an external solid state hard drive for a cheaper price, and I know that even 2 terabytes you can get for the price of the 1 terabyte for that they're giving out.
Yeah.
So
So
the only thing that I can imagine is, because they haven't stated the specs on it yet. Would the
no.
RPMs on it be faster than a standard solid state? And if
Well, the
so,
thing is, the Xbox doesn't even have a solid state. It has a hard drive, a regular hard drive. It doesn't have a solid state.
see, and that adds more to the confusion of why would they put uh this external hard drive if their regular hard drive isn't even that fast?
Exactly. So I don't expect it to be any faster than a regular hard drive. So it's pretty much just
Wait for Microsoft to make money.
it's a fancy USB uh, thumb drive. Like that's all it is. It's just their version of it.
Right. What PS5? No, this is the Xbox Series X. John, this hard drive that you're seeing right there, guys, is going to be only available in the Xbox Series X. It won't be available in the S. Only the X. So that kind of perplexes me. Why would you make it available in only the X, which is going to have a DVD CD drive, Blu-ray
Yep.
drive, where the S is the digital one? You would think they would put the digital one with the bigger
Be
hard
able to add
drive.
storage. Yeah.
So that adds to the whole confusion. Why would you give the one that has the drive to it? Why would you give that only that one the
Yep.
external drive? So I
And
mean,
I think part of that I feel like part of that is they're really pushing the fact that X is their main console.
got you.
Because here's the thing. Anybody, even the S, you look at the S's specs, and it's
Right.
not that much upgrade from what we currently have. From what is the Xbox One X?
Yeah.
Isn't that what they're calling
From
it?
from the One X. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that big of an upgrade from that to the S. So I feel like S is just enough of an upgrade to play the next generation of games at a very low frame rate and a very low graphical. So I feel like it's going to be for the casual gamer.
Got
That's
you.
who's going to pick that up, and so they're not really pushing any kind of extra hardware for that audience. Are targeting casual audience.
Right. See, for me, when I do plan on getting both systems, everybody. However, I'm not going for the big boy systems. I'm going to go for the Series S, which is the digital series, because the only game that I plan to play pretty much on the S is going to be the Halo games, the Halo Infinite, the games that I've got on my Xbox One X, and including like Fallout and stuff like that. So games that I've already got, and the only new game that I'll probably play is only going to be Halo Infinite. So why am I going to ditch out, you know, that much money for something that I'm only going to play, certain games on?
Well, I would even go this far. Here's my stance. If the next generation of Xbox follows the same pattern of game releases that the last generation followed, then what we're going to see is PC getting the same day release as the Xbox, and it's same games, the first party games are going to be available on PC
Right.
the same exact day. And so if you have a PC that's capable of running next generation games, which anybody that plays games on primarily is going to have a PC to do that, I don't see those people wanting to shell out for
An Xbox.
an Xbox, because if you want to play with an Xbox friend, all you have to do is buy that game
On
from the
PC,
Windows
right.
Store, and you'll have access to those friends and that friends list. Do that, and you don't have to shell out for the console.
Right, right. And I mean, I get that. I get that because for me, I'm actually working on, as you know, we're right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm running on a first gen i5. So yeah, this whole stream is coming to you live from a first generation i5 Windows computer that's running on 16 gigs of RAM. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, I am running a NVIDIA 3080. Okay, and let me tell you, despite the beautiful graphics that I've got, running it on an i5 with 16 gigs, everything looks beautiful, but I still get the slow processor gaming. So I do plan on moving up to an i7 or an i9. I do plan on having 16 to 32 gigs. I'm saving up and building, so I'm trying to get there. So more than likely, I'm probably gonna. I think because if I'm right, they're gonna have Halo Infinite on PC as well. So I might just skip the the new Xbox, and stay with my PC.
Yeah, I mean, because that's going to there's a kind of huge. We talked about it Tuesday. There's a huge lineup of PlayStation exclusive games that are coming out,
And they're coming free.
and some of them are coming free, and some of them, like the Miles Morales and the new Horizon game, all those. If you save the money on the Xbox buying the console, which you can do if you have a PC, you can put that money towards games to play on console or your PC.
Right. So I totally feel that. I totally feel that. So let's go ahead and drop that screen off right there and continue with tech news, because I think we're pretty much done with talking about at least the Xbox, the specs and additions to the Xbox. I think
Yep.
we should move on to some really I don't know if it's
Interesting.
interesting. Yeah, I don't want to say it's depressing, but it's definitely some interesting news tech wise to some degrees with Xbox. So Xbox made a last minute decision to cut the price of the Japanese Xbox. So people in Japan are actually going to get a major cut in their their Xbox Ones when they come out.
Yep.
So now, for those who don't know, the next gen consoles. Let me get the mic adjusted to me so you guys can hear me. So the Xbox originally was going to retail for 32,980 yen. Okay, Inefficient Skills. Hello, hang on one
Hello,
second, ladies
hello.
and gentlemen. We are going to drop a shout out to Inefficient Skills real quick. Baya. Maybe. There we go, right there. There is Inefficient Skills. If you haven't already, ladies and gentlemen, definitely check her out. She is a Stream Demons, so she's one of our members. She does a lot of great rune gameplay, as well as some other gameplay, so definitely check her out. She's really supportive, so you may have yourself a nice friend right there. But yeah, while you watch her gameplay right there, guys, continuing what I was saying about the Xbox One X in price cut in Japan. It was originally going for 32,980 yen, which is equal in American money to $313. Okay, now get this, Hellfire and everybody else. Thank you so much. Wasn't expecting to get a shout out. Super excited. Hey, we're all about support, ladies and gentlemen. We're all about the support. But the price cut, okay, has been cut even lower than $313 at $284. That is 29,980 yen. So that like they're getting a major cheap price. That is the exact same price as the Nintendo Switch. Okay, so Japanese are getting an Xbox for the cost of a Switch.
Now, is the Xbox, is next generation Xbox, is that region locked? I know consoles used to be region locked. They're not so much anymore, but I'm
I
curious if this generation is going to be
I don't know about the Xbox. I know that the PlayStation is not gonna be region locked, but the I don't know about the I do not know about the Xbox. That's something that we're gonna have to look into for you guys. We're gonna find out if the Xbox One X and the Xbox or sorry, the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S are region locked. So make sure we make a note of that. That's something that we're gonna
because
find out for you guys.
I'm curious because if it's not region locked, with the way money is 90% digital, and with Bitcoin becoming even easier to transfer and convert into uh, real world cash,
Right?
it would be extremely easy for someone in the US to transfer their money to Bitcoin and then transfer it in on their phone without ever having to go to anybody to transfer the money and get yen for their American dollar. It'd all be digital. It'd be two transactions on your phone with no extra charges, and you could essentially get your Xbox for $284.
That's actually really not even that, dude. But that brings up. Okay, here's a shady thing for you guys. We do not promote illegal actions, ladies and gentlemen. However, it is still technically legal to do this. So it's shady, but it's not illegal. But if you listen to what Hellfire just said, you know that someone could buy quite a few of the Japanese Xboxes, the Series S and the Series X, and when they get them here in the States, they can turn around and resell them for the same cost that the I would say even like a dollar or two cheaper, maybe $10 cheaper.
Here's what I expect. I expect price gouging too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
and here's why. Because I know for a fact I have a few I wouldn't say YouTube friends, but I have some friends who have semi-successful, and one of them actually released a video yesterday talk about how he had already pre-ordered two Xboxes, two PlayStations, because it took him hours and hours to add them on the
Right.
day that they were supposed to pre-order, and so he bought two of them. And his intentions are on launch day, when he gets his consoles, to jack the price up and sell it on eBay. And he'll sell it. He knows he'll sell it because he did it for the Switch. He did it for the Xbox One and the PS4. Like, people want what they want, and they want it now, and they're willing to pay extra. And so there's going to be price gouging.
Oh, definitely. Because okay, so as I've told you guys, I used to be an officer. I'm no longer an officer. I ended up leaving from there for reasons, and I ended up going from there to working as a Sprint salesman, to working for GameStop. But at GameStop, we would have a lot of people, and you know this, Michael, from hanging out with me at the store. We had a lot of people who'd pre-order like some of the really exclusive pop finals and the Switches and like the Nintendo Minis and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. They would get multiples of them and turn around and sell them on eBay for higher prices because most of Americans out there want to pay the prices. It's like they can't wait for more to restock up and get another one. They have to have it day one, right then and there. So
Yep.
they're gonna pay those astronomical prices to get those systems, or
Yep.
those games or those pops,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and it's
And here's another
ridiculous.
thing I've seen do. If anyone's familiar with Australia, how extremely
Let me
absurdly
pause you real
expensive.
quick. Just so you know. John Cambanis, everybody. John Cambanis is from Australia. I think the
Oh well,
antisocial.
then he knows exactly what I'm about to say.
Okay, and the antisocial fat man is from Australia as well. So just a little heads up, John Cambanis, Hellfire's getting ready to say something that's near and dear to you. Go ahead.
So if you're from Australia or you're familiar with the circumstances in Australia, you know that hardware and games are marked up and extraordinarily expensive in comparison to other places in the world.
Right.
And there is a lot of people in the U.S. that will buy things either on sale or in bulk, and with the intention of selling at a slightly marked up price, but still lower than what Australia would normally have to pay, and selling it to Australians, making a profit, and the Australians are paying less.
See now that and see there's John Cambanis saying that's true. So see,
Yep.
we have confirmation, ladies and gentlemen. And that's actually kind of cool because that's, believe it or not, that they're making more money, but they're doing something positive by, it's a win-win situation.
Oh, yeah.
Australians like John Cambanis are getting a major discount for things, and the people that are selling it are getting a major profit. So it's a win-win situation. We may have to go into business and sell a few things and we can make some custom. Imagine this, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think about this? And I hate how our money is double. I know. Believe it or not, Canada is somewhat the same way, but
Not quite as bad.
not
yes.
quite as bad. Yes, but imagine this, dude. Let's get some. Let's go to skinit.com. Get some critical hit system skins and make some critical hit Xbox and PS4s and next gen consoles and sell them to people at their cheaper price, but profit for us. And we get not only are we getting it cheaper, but we got a free advertisement out of it.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there may be some critical hit gaming consoles going on sale to eBay very soon.
In Australia.
In Australia. So John Cambanis, be looking out. Be looking out. Now, however, I may, if I can get the money coming in to do this, I may send a critical hit system to John for free. So
if anybody deserves a free console, or retro or Hellfire,
it's John Cambanis, because believe it or not, everybody out there, I want to go ahead and take a moment to give some, not just a shout out or anything like that, but I'm going to give some major praise to John Cambanis. John Cambanis is the best Twitch supporter ever in the history of Twitch supporters. Okay, on my personal stream, Retroactive, he's the first one there. He's always there every episode.
He's there before it starts.
Yeah. Team Blitzed, he's there, right? Hellfire stream, he's there. He's here at Critical Hit, he's here. All the support streams that he supports, he's the first one there. He's dedicated, he's always there. He advertises them, he retweets stuff. So if any of you out there, make sure you LOL, let's go at Critical Hit. See, there we go. So exactly, John for the win, ladies and gentlemen. John for the win. I just want to say that I love John Cambanis. John Cambanis needs to be given American citizenship. Come over here and be made. He should be our president. Okay, John Cambanis, American president 2020. Yeah, people from other countries can't be president, but still, John Cambanis, president 2021, right there. So anyway, that said, let's go ahead and get on to some serious notes. Let me see if anybody new has come in real quick that we can throw some shout outs, and then we're going to get back onto some tech news. Let's see. We got Paladin. Nope, nobody else is new yet at the moment. But anybody else that comes in new, we're gonna throw you guys some shout outs. It's all about the stream love, stream demons, and critical hit, ladies and gentlemen.
One more thing before we move on. I did notice while we were talking, and I didn't want to stop the conversation. Insufficient. Thank you for the host.
I did not see that. Thank you so much, Inefficient Skills. Inefficient is actually her and K-Bear are some really huge Stream Demons supporter. Believe it or not, guys. If you're a Stream Demon, if you have not joined Stream Demons, let me go ahead and rock that Stream Demons invite real quick. If you end up joining Stream Demons, trust and know we got a lot of positive, supportive, family-oriented team members. like Inefficient Skills, like K-Bear, K40's one of them. A lot of people that are very supportive, and I love it. I'm a supportive person when I'm not streaming. I usually have like up to 8 streams at one time, depending on how many people are streaming. But still, that aside, I'm actually stoked for people like that.
Yep.
So let's see, what do we got next? Oh, on the microphone front, guys. On the microphone, if I can actually talk today,
In the name of the Holy Ghost.
right? Yeah, heal. So anyway, on the Microsoft front, continuing with Microsoft news. Oh, totally appreciate it, Jan Cambanis. You never have to reciprocate. I'm here for you to support. But on the Microsoft side, continuing with the Microsoft, we already seen that they're cutting prices for Japanese people, okay, on their systems. But Microsoft doesn't stop there. They're always thinking about everybody, okay? You may not like the game system, but you gotta love the company. Why is that, Hellfire? I'll give out the details, but you can kind of break people in with it if you would like.
I will. I'm assuming we're talking about the subscription service, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the next gen, the Xbox Series S and Series X, will be available through a subscription service, which is they kind of introduced last year with Xbox One X, but it wasn't as pushed and as advertised that they were doing it. But looking for the prices not put in the script.
For that, no, I didn't. You didn't send them to me to put in.
Okay. I believe it was 35.
Hold on, pause real quick. Tabitha is in the house. We're going to do a shout out to Tabitha Sabatha right there, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming up. Another Stream Demons, everybody. Our black metal mistress gamer right there with her nice little clip getting scared from a nice little scary game. But definitely check out. Oh, we got another person here we're going to do a shout out to real quick. We got the Viking of Stream Holla. Tear me on there. Let's go ahead and drop that down. Tier even knows what you're talking about. He said pay to own.
Yep, pay to own. So while we were doing the shout outs, I did a quick search. It is $25 a month, 2 years, 24 months, for the Xbox Series S. That comes with the console and the Xbox Gold for both years. So with the way they're setting up Gold now, you will get the games for Gold. You get, was it 2 or 3 games a month?
2 or 3 games a month, yeah.
Yep. So you get 2 or 3 games a month that are yours to own. They are your games. You get access to online gameplay. You get access to the entire Xbox. What are they calling it? Xbox. Their catalog of games. Drawing a blank.
Say that again. What are you trying to draw a blank on?
The games, their subscription service.
So you're gonna get with it's gonna be so with their Game Pass. You're gonna get the 3 games a month for Gold. You're gonna get all their Game Pass games that are in that service, but you'll be able to access them on PC and Xbox both.
Yep, and getting the console. So for $25 a month, you're getting the Xbox Series S, Gold, and Game Pass. For $35 a month, you're getting the Xbox Series X, Gold.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have the money to afford straight out the gate, buying out the gate, an Xbox One X or Xbox Series X or an Xbox Series S, you can do as Hellfire mentioned and do their monthly service, and Termiona did it as well, to actually monthly pay and eventually own after a certain series of time the Xbox Series X or Series S. So it's a cheaper way to get the game system if you can't afford it, especially during this pandemic when a lot of people don't have the money to be able to deal out that much money.
Yeah. Now, I will say, this is not. I want to make it clear. This is not what I'm recommending anybody do.
Oh hell no! Oh hell no!
But I am not by any means financial advisor, but I would not recommend doing pay to own for anything. If you can afford the money for the console and you're going to pick up the console, I would recommend you pay for it in cash on day one.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. What you do with your money is your business.
I will expound on it for
But
those who don't know. If you've ever been to a rent-a-center or a rent-to-own or anything that's rent-to-own, what you're not what a lot of people don't gather is you're gonna technically be paying more for it in the long run because services like this do charge interest, and I do think that Xbox on this specific service do charge you're paying for it a little longer, that will incur the interest into it, so you're going to pay a little more for it than you would if you paid for it right out the gate. So it would you'll always pay a lot more rent to own, sometimes over double the cost. Exactly, Tier, exactly. So it's not recommended.
So I'll just put it this way: the over 2 years with the Xbox Series X, you're going to shell out $600.
Yeah,
Now, keep in mind, you're also getting $120 worth of Game Pass and Xbox Gold.
and games that you get to own.
So basically, the Xbox Series S, what was the price point? Like three something, correct?
Yeah,
$399.
it was.
So if you
$399. Yes, $399.
so if you pay in cash day one, you're picking up the console for $399. If you decide to go with the pay to own, you're going to be after you track what the Xbox Gold and Xbox Game Pass is worth, you're going to be paying $480 for the console.
Yeah,
For the Series S. So
it's going to be $700 for the Series X.
Yep.
So you're pretty much paying $200 extra if you do the pay to own. However, for those of you who may not have the money, it's an easy way to have that console and pay little by little by little, or do like we would do and actually just straight buy it out. Yeah, it may take you saving your the money that you would get for coffee breaks, and save that little the money from your nabs and your coffee breaks to eventually buy it. And if you cut out the cost of that beer and the cigarettes, and I know some of you have to have your cigarettes. But if you cut those certain costs out, it'll save you the money that you can buy it straight out the gate in the long run. Now, talking about subscription services, ladies and gentlemen, Microsoft doesn't stop there. With subscription services, love them or hate them, but they have become a prominent thing in today's society. Like Xbox Game Pass, as we were just talking, Disney Plus, Adobe Creative Services, the Apple Arcade, HBO Max, CBS All Access, Netflix, Hulu. We've got Spotify, Amazon Prime. Like Efficient Skill says, everything is a subscription plan now.
Yep.
I miss the days when I can just walk into EB Games or GameStop or Best Buy or Office Max and be able to buy a program or a game, right out the gate with no, like when I bought that game, it would be the full game, no DLC content. It was literally 100% the full game, and I got to own it. Now, if you buy stuff, sometimes they offer a free sub to something to help you buy it. My Candy Box subscription comes with Disney Plus and Hulu. See, and all that is just an advertisement to get you hooked on their services, so that you want to pay for those services.
A lot of things offer free things when you buy, especially big ticket items.
Yeah.
I know that if you purchase the 3090 right now, if you pre-purchase it, you're getting Valhalla and Watch Dogs 3, I think is what they're
Watch
calling
Dogs
it.
3, yes.
So you're getting both of those games for free on PC if you purchase 3090. I think you get one or the other if you purchase one of the other cards.
Yep.
But It's a way. It's an incentive to get you to buy the card.
Yes, exactly. And it's the same with the services. Once you buy the service and you get the other, or you when you buy something that comes with the services free, it's a way to entice you to get that service because you're going to be hooked on it. And it's like, oh my god, now that my free trial's over, I got to get me some Disney Plus. And not to knock it. I've got Disney Plus. I've got HBO Max. I know that Hellfire now has HBO Max. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm addicted to them. I'm glad I had them. I'm going to pay for my services. But that's how they get you. They give you that free trial and you're hooked. It's like a drug.
Yep.
It's a digital drug. However, positive notes, everybody. This is positive on the subscription ends. Okay. Microsoft has heard us. Okay. Microsoft listens to the people. Come 2021, Microsoft Office, ladies and gentlemen, not only will they have their typical service, their paid service. You forget to cancel and they cash in, right? Exactly, Tier. Exactly. But Microsoft, ladies and gentlemen, will be bringing back the original pay-to-own Microsoft Office. They'll have the subscription version, and then they'll have the you pay to own it version, okay? The difference is some will probably have some extra features or whatever, and some won't have the features. But come 2021, Microsoft Office 2021, you will be able to buy the whole program. Let's see if they gave us a date on that. Yeah, there's no official date, but you will be able to completely own that program. There's no price point yet. In further episodes of Critical Hit, we'll make sure we give you an official release date and an official price point for it. But you will be able to fully own Microsoft Office 2021, one fee, and it's yours. I know that there's going to be the 1 license version, I think a 3 license version, and a 10 license version.
I believe so. If they follow what they used to do when they originally had it before they went to subscription based service, then yeah, they'll have a pay for an X amount of keys basically.
Right, and with the subscription version, if you go that route, you'll I think it was unlimited systems that you can put it on as long as you're paying the money.
The subscription based, I looked into it at one point. I needed access to Office for a couple projects, and ended up just getting bootleg versions of it.
We do things on the up and up here.
But they had 2 different subscription services. One was just for a single computer license. The other one was
I clipped it, ladies and gentlemen.
The other one was a unlimited. The unlimited was
right
quite a bit more expensive, but if you needed the unlimited keys and licenses, then that was the way.
Especially if you're running a business or something like that.
Exactly.
So like I said, don't ever count Microsoft out. Okay, some of us may be Sony fanboys, some of us may be Xbox fanboys, some of us may be whatever fanboys we are. But when it comes down to it, ladies and gentlemen, Microsoft is always somehow listening to us. Like they've got little invisible drones. What? Huh? What? they got spies floating around, invisible sniper spies or drones, always listening to us. So you never know when you're talking about, man, I wish they would cut the price of Windows 10. Hold on, wait. Man, I wish they would cut the price of Windows 10. They're just spying on our computers. No big deal. Exactly. Yeah. So just remember, Microsoft does. They've always been on the forefront of technology and pushing towards the future, giving us cool things. The service thing was kind of cool, but it wore out its welcome for some of us. So now they're tailoring to both sides of the spectrum, the people who like the service and the people who like to own it, so it's good that they're looking for us.
Service definitely has its place,
right?
Because there's some people who is like, I only need it for this one thing. When I'm done with this, I don't need it anymore. I'm not going to use it anymore. Like there are people that don't use Office that much,
yeah,
and they don't want to pay a couple $100 for the program. Now I remember back in the day, Windows 98. I think even XP had it pre-installed.
Yes, it would. They XP in '98. I think no, it actually started with '95. Started with
Yes,
'95.
95
You got
started
you
it.
got a trial with it. You had a trial service of it installed on '95, '98, XP, and 7. It was at the end of 7 that they did the. That was that's what I missed, the pre-install, right? You got that. You got that. Like I think it was 3 months for free. Uh, but yeah, but now I think it was Windows 8 that started where you got like I think it was like a 7-day trial, and then you had to pay for it from there.
Something like that. I remember when I grew up with at Windows 98 from the time I was barely able to walk to the time I was 10, I think, is what we had in the house. I had a Windows 95 in my room that I used for my personal. The actual main computer was Windows 98. So I was like 10, 11. We still had dial up till I was 12.
Right.
But the Windows 98, I don't think it was a trial period. If it was, just bugging and it never make you purchase it. Never purchased it.
Got you. Got you. Okay, so since we're done with Microsoft, ladies, we got just one more thing for critical for tech news in Critical Hit, guys. Okay, and this one is a little bit of a slight big news because of today. What was today, Hellfire?
Today,
Yeah. What released
I don't know
today?
what was.
What released
Oh,
today?
whoa! Yeah, today is a big. I forgot all about that.
Theo Babe, new
Today,
follow. Hold on, Theo Babe. Thank you for following Theo Babe. Welcome to Critical Hit. Definitely. Let me do see if she's in the stream real quick, so we can do a quick shout out to her, and then we'll get to the news. She is not in here for me to do, but I will do a shout out to her manually. There we go. Thank you, Theo Babe, for the follow. I don't know if you're a Twitch streamer or not, but I did a shout out to you anyway. Normally it would do a pop up here, so I'm guessing you're not a streamer yet. If you're just starting out as a streamer, definitely check out Stream Demons, which is a Twitch Discord stream team. Definitely check them out. They will help you get started on. Oh, they'll help you get started on a lot of things. That was unprofessional of me. So anyway, go ahead and start back again, Hellfire.
so today is today the RTX 3090 launched. Now, as we talked about Tuesday, it is priced at $1,500, or if you want to get more specific, it's priced at $1,499. But yeah, its primary spec tremendous 24 gigabytes of GDDR6 RAM. Not to mention, it boasts 8K graphics. So this is the first card ever created that is capable of 8K gaming. Now we have achieved 8K gaming at 30 frames per second with dual Titans in the past. I've seen it done. But this is the first card that is capable by itself of running frames plus at 8K.
Now,
so this card is.
It is. I mean, if you look at it right there, so the 3080, which I do have, has 3 fans in it, okay? And it looks sexy as freaking, literally, it's tech sex, guys. But that right there, okay, with condom users out there, you know, you got the Magnum, okay? That is the Magnum of NVIDIA RTX right there. That is the Magnum.
I was looking for a screenshot I had seen about a week ago, and I couldn't find it. But it was basically anybody who's had graphics and has gotten multiple graphics cards. You had the 3070 and 3080 were about the same size. So you take a 3080 and you stack it on top of a 3080, and it's about the same size as this card is a little over 2 times size previous. It's
I think it takes up what 2.5 the area of 2.5 slots high with the length of it as well.
Yeah, there is. I mean, I don't see why you would need to do dual cards with this, but there's no way it would fit 2 cards
Yeah.
without some
Oh
kind
yeah.
of custom chassis.
Well, see, my 3080 takes up 2 slots. Okay, it
Hmm.
literally it's thick enough that it takes up 2 slots. Okay, this one is even thicker, so it's going to take up, like I said, around 2.5 slots. Okay, and that one fan, yeah, the 3080 has 3 fans, but that one right there, ladies and gentlemen, that fan is a thicker fan and a higher power fan. So it's going to push a lot of power, a lot of, not a power, but a lot of air with that one fan. And it's with as
Yeah,
beast as this card is, it's going to need that extra cooling power, you know?
it really is. Like this thing is, it's incredible what they have packed inside of this thing. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it's huge, but the amount of raw power that they packed inside of this card is incredible.
Now, with that said, since it does push 8K, that means
Hmm.
very soon, guys, you're going to have to go out there and get yourselves a nice 8K TV. All you guys out there, oh, I just got my 4K TV. I just got my 4K TV. Oh, crap. They just came out with an 8K TV. So be looking for your 8K TVs, guys, because
Well,
they're
I
going to be coming.
actually, for shits and giggles today, I was actually looking. I was on the way to the store and I was at a stoplight and I know there's not many on the market, but I'm kind of curious what's on the market for 8K. So I'm sitting at the stoplight and I'm looking on the and I found one. It's made by Samsung, and there's another one by Lenovo. It's almost the exact same price range, but it is 85 inches, 8K, selling for
Woo.
$33,000.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I guess basically, let's see, Elon Musk, Bill Gates. I think they're going to be the only ones getting an 8K right now.
I think Ninja might be
Yeah,
good. He
Ninja
might
might
have an
have
8K
one. He
monitor.
might be able to get one. Okay, so yeah, Tabitha Tabitha even says
Yikes!
yikes, right?
That was my exact reaction. When I saw the price. I was like, we're gonna put the phone down and just pretend that that doesn't exist.
So I think going for the 3090 for me right now is a little far into the future. By the time I'm ready for a 3090, I think the 5090s will be out.
Yeah, I think by the time, because I mean the 3090 is an overpowered card. Everybody knows it's an overpowered card, and everybody knows it is something that will sell in the coming years. Because here's the thing: 4K cards didn't really become a thing until the 2000 series.
Yeah, yeah,
When the 2000 series didn't come out until what, about 4 years ago?
4 years ago.
And prior to the Xbox One X, PS4 Pro, and the 2000 series cards, 4K televisions and 4K monitors outrageously priced. Outrageously.
Well, see, I can remember when the believe it or not, when the HD TVs first started coming out.
I do too.
Flat screens. It was around 2000.
4-ish.
2004 to 2007.
Yeah, I remember when it came out.
Yeah, because I used to have one of the very first ones, and they were fairly bulky. They weren't the super slim, HD TVs. They were about like that big, flat screen HD TVs. Before HDMI was developed, they were using components red, blue, and green. And
Yep.
then it was about 2007 that HDMI came out, and the TV started getting thinner. So yeah, we've come a long way, baby.
A very long way.
Yeah.
But
So, oh, go ahead.
with that being said, I expect now that 98 is out and 8K is becoming a little bit more of a reality and not so much a yes, this is possible, but it's not on the market yet. I expect over the next 5 to 6 years, maybe 7 years, to see the HD TVs first of all start to become an antique and become uh, obsolete like the old tube TVs are
Right,
now,
right.
and the 4K TV will be pretty much what everybody has, which is what HDT is now, and the 8K will be what 4K is now, where only people who can actually afford a nice television or care about having that team
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
experience will have it. It's a
See,
little bit more pricey, but it's still available.
and real quick, tier even before 2004, and we getting the big HD TVs. As Tier said, projection TVs. Yeah, I remember that.
My grandfather had a projection. Huge.
I
Like,
know.
it was taller than I was, and it was just like, what is this beast? It wasn't very good for gaming. I blew the thing up playing my N64 on it. But yeah.
Now take note, okay, ladies and gentlemen in the audience. Hellfire, make sure y'all take notes. I'm about to make a prediction based off facts of events from the 8K, the 4K, the HD TV, the projection TVs, and how-to TVs, and all that was. I'll guarantee you, mark my words, okay? We by 20 years from now, 20 years, okay, give or take the date. I ain't going to tell you the day, but I'll tell you 20 years from now, we will have paper thin paper thin TVs that are transparent holographic TV screens that you'll be able to see on both sides of it, and you can actually put your hand completely through it, but it projects the image.
I will go say I expect it to be 10 years.
Oh no, they've already got the TV that you can see on both sides. So that's the reason why I'm saying, right. So I'm saying 20 years we'll have a TV that literally is just a box, a wire box that's using like lasers to project the image that you're seeing, that you can stick your hand through it and the projection's right through, like you're just going through it like it's holographic. I'm going to say 20 years.
Like I said, I wouldn't use it out because the technology's already available. Here's the thing, 8K became available in 2012, and we're starting to see them roll out, and we're starting to see the price drop. I mean, if you go and you get I think it's 40-inch 8K, you can pick that up for around $2,500. So it starts to become a more reasonable price when you go to a more reasonable size. So 8K is starting to be available. It's just gonna cost you a little more than what you might want to spend.
Well, then I'll change my prediction. 20 years from now, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have holodecks and Ready Player One VR setups to where everything, like literally, people are gonna have mobile VRs with AR and full haptic censored bodysuits, and everything is gonna be like Ready Player One and the holodeck on Star Trek. How about that? 20 years.
I give it 15.
15 years?
I give the holographic screens 8 years before they start making their appearance on the market.
Okay. So
I give Ready Player One style VR and that experience 15 years tops.
Okay, so here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, mark what we say here. Actually, let me make another clip right there. So we got it clipped. Okay, so for all of eternity, that clip will be there. So in 8 years, we'll check the clip and see where we're at. In 10 years, we'll see where we're at. 15 years, we're going to see where we're at. If I'm alive in 20 years, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see where we're at. I can see the episode now, 20 years from now, critical hit. I should be so old and crepit, and we'll be talking like this, talking about all the future technology, ladies and gentlemen.
Go ahead and talk like that. I'll only be in my mid 40s. Actually, my low 40s, 20 years.
Well, see, in 20 years, I'm going to be what? Okay, so I won't be that old in 20 years, okay? I'll be 69, 66. I'll be 66. I'll be 66, knocking on 70. So I'll be close. I'll be close, but you know, for the sake of humor, okay, I can see us now 30 years from now, okay? I'll be in my 70s, close to my 80s, with gray hair and wrinkles, and I'll be wearing like I'll have my hair down to here, but I'll be bald up here with my long hair looking like a old man mullet, you know, doing that number like that.
Looking like Trevor from GTA when he grows his hair out.
Exactly, exactly, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have to do some kind of cosplay stream. I will do a future prediction stream here in Critical Hit where I will dress up as an old man with a bald head and wrinkles and the whole 9 yards, and we'll do a future episode just for you guys, just for you guys. So anyway, are we talking future tech? We just met, yes, K40. We're talking predictions of future tech. I said in 20 years we're gonna have full haptic bodysuits and holographic decks and Ready Player One style VR. Hellfire has said that we'll have that in 15 years. So we were telling everybody to mark the calendars to see where we go with that. That's quite a mental picture I just got. Right, Tabitha? Right? So anyway, 7 years ago, Critical Hit came onto the scene. So anyway, with that said, moving on. It is
Critical Deals.
Yes, Critical Deals, ladies and gentlemen, a new segment. We have a new segment for you, Critical Deals. So we don't have no images and stuff for you. Oh yeah, y'all heard of Neuralink? Yes, we heard of Neuralink, and I am 100% against it. We actually have an episode where we're actually gonna be talking about that, K40. So be expecting a Neuralink discussion here on Critical Hit coming. I've got some information being mailed to me that I've gotten about. I asked for it about a week ago, but we have some information. So let's kind of hold that little tight-lipped until I get that information for you, because it's really cool information. But yeah, we'll hold off onto that until we get that information.
We'll hold off on that, but I will say that's one of the things me and Retro don't agree on, because I am almost 100% for it, because the possibility of cybernetic enhancement and a Deus Ex future or a Ghost in the Shell future is just it's a dream come true. I'm excited to see where the technology goes.
And coming from being I'm really scared to say it like this over the stream. Coming from somebody who's a white hat hacker. I'm really scared to use the term hacker these days, even though I'm a white hat hacker, guys. Definitely pros and cons. Yes, coming from the standpoints of white hat hacker, any technology can be hacked. If it hasn't yet, it will be. It always can and will be hacked. Okay, so the Neuralink can be hacked. So just imagine any kind of cybernetic tech you put in your bodies can and will be hacked. They do it in Deus Ex. Okay, so it can be done. So I'm against the Neuralink for good reasons, ladies and gentlemen. But that's for our other episode when I get this information. Okay, I've actually got contacted some of the people that are researching it and getting what information they can give us on it. That's not top secret. Yeah. But I got a lot of information coming for you guys for an episode specifically on that. So I'm glad you mentioned it, K40. Glad you're on the up and up about that kind of stuff, but it is an episode coming.
And I have a lot to say about that. I have, well, but we'll save that whole conversation
for another, for another episode. But Critical Deals, ladies and gentlemen, right now we don't have no images for it right now. It was something that we came up with today. So it is a brand new, as of today, episode. I like the difference in opinions. Hey, that's what we're here for. We have sometimes we agree, sometimes we disagree.
A little bit of a insight on our friendship. As he has said several times tonight, he used to be an officer, and I am an anarchist. So it's not the most expected friendship, but we found a common ground, and we're friends on what we're friends with, and we just agree not to talk about politics and all that, and sit on that.
No politics, ladies and gentlemen.
So there is a we definitely disagree on a lot of things. we agree on, and we're friends regardless.
I think
of
the easiest way to explain our friendship is cat, dog, and sometimes we go at it. Sometimes we can get along, but you know, if one little hair, if one of his hairs were to just touch mine, bam, instant fight, instant fight. So we get along really
but at the end
good.
of the day, we're still friends.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So we've known each other real well, ladies and gentlemen. Just so y'all understand, with us, we've known each other for a very, very long time, since about 2010.
Yeah, about that long.
About 2010. We have some 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon connection to each other. We live in the same town. He literally is 4 blocks. As long as you can still be friends throughout it. That's exactly. But he literally lives 4 blocks away from me. The only reason why we're doing this remote connection is because of the COVID, guys. Social distancing. We are trying to show the positivity of social distancing. We do have plans of being in a studio and doing the show live with both of us in person. But for now, social distancing for ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you wear a mask. Silencio, that's right. Don't touch each other. Yeah, we're not. So when you see me looking at him, ladies and gentlemen, okay, he's not here. I'm not really looking at him. I'm looking at a blank wall, but I'm pretending like he's here so that it kind of looks like he's here, getting used to the idea that he's here. He literally is not here. Hold on, pretend like your hand's going out there, but he's not here at all. But it's habit for me to look this way because I know on the screen he's over there. So it's a habit that I'm hearing him on my headset and I'm looking like in his direction so that when you guys watch it, it looks like we're actually looking at each other with the modern technology of special effects, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Don't touch each other. LOL. So anyway, who do we have in here real quick? See if we got anybody we can shout out before we get to critical deals. Valencio's here. We've already shouted him out. Okay. So Theo Babe's in here. So nobody knew that we can do any shout outs with, so that's all good. But critical deals, ladies and gentlemen, as I was saying, we came up with a new segment that we're adding into the things. We will have a pop-up up here for you guys, but we're going to give you some of the latest deals going on this week, and maybe possibly some of them will last a month. That saying, I'm going to go ahead and let you know. Let's see. Oh, well, you can go ahead and drop the PlayStation one real quick for them while I'm looking at the notes and getting myself prepared.
Well, this PlayStation, we'll save that one for game. Like that's.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay.
The first one that I've got here is Amazon's deals on the 8th gen iPad.
Okay, yeah.
They are selling the 32 gigabyte 8th gen iPad for $299 and the 128 gig iPad for $395.
That is a beast of an offer too, guys. Literally, you're looking at a 32 gig iPad, 8th generation, the newest iPad, okay, for literally $300. $300, okay? That's actually really cheap for an iPad. Mixing up some dinner while I lurk and listen, no problem, Sweet Biscuits. Believe it or not, Sweet Biscuits, you're one of the inspirations for us. For those who don't know, we are syndicated on Spotify. We are on Google Podcasts. We are coming soon to iTunes podcasting as well as Anchor and a few other radio podcast services for people who like to drive and listen to stuff. Most of our live episodes will be sent pre-recorded over to those, usually on Thursdays, but this episode will go live tomorrow around the same time. But usually on Thursdays we make our episodes live so that you can be listening to them later in your car down the road. So Spotify for the win. Exactly, Silencio, exactly. So we make it available for those of you who are driving because we don't want you to have to watch us while you're driving and getting a wreck on our behalves. That said, since he did mention the iPad offers, Walmart, ladies and gentlemen, since we were on the topic of 4K and 8K, Walmart has a great deal going on for a 65-inch 4K Scepter TV, okay? It is on sale right now for $398. $400 for a 65-inch 4K TV. Now, if it wasn't for my bills and me taking a price cut from New Law Media so that employees can be paid, I would totally be out there
Yeah.
right now buying me one of those 4Ks, because believe it or not, Hellfire can tell you this, guys. I have a 65-inch TV right in front of me, but it is one of the old school 3D, the super thick ones, okay? The old school 65-inch 3D Vizio TVs. So I am super outdated with a nice 2012 HD TV, and I'm in need of an updated TV. So if I had the money for that, I would be out there right now getting me a 4K TV, guys. So yeah, let's see, what else do we have up there?
Aukey, is that how you say their name?
Yeah, you go ahead and do it, and I am going to work on.
Aukey has their wireless charging power bank on sale for $30. So go ahead and drop the code.
I am in the process of doing that right now, buddy.
All right.
If
So
you go to Amazon and do a search for the Aukey, I'm typing it in for you guys. Wireless charger for your phone, okay? If you use that code right there, ladies and gentlemen, and they'll probably have it in their deals section, but if you use that code, as Hellfire said, you'll actually get what was it? How much was it?
On sale for $30.
So $10 off. $10 off with that code we gave you right there from us, guys. Use that code in Amazon.com in the promo codes, and you can get $10 off of wireless charging. Now, you can use the USB charging port on it, but if you have a phone that uses the wireless charging induction charger, you can set your phone right on it and charge it without any wires whatsoever. It actually works. It has a little stand in the back of it that you can set it on. You can actually watch your phone while you charge on it. So it's actually a really good deal.
Got one more from Amazon.
We do. Another one from Amazon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited for this one. How many of you out there have already had a pre-order or plan to pre-order Cyberpunk 2077? Let's see the hands up in the of the audience out there. Who wants to get Cyberpunk 2077? If you haven't already pre-ordered, Sweet Biscuits is getting it. Inefficient Skills wants to get it, but not yet. So here's the deal. You may want to cancel your pre-orders, ladies and gentlemen, because Amazon is going to give anybody that pre-orders Cyberpunk 2077 a $10 discount this week. So go ahead and pre-order it this week from Amazon, because you're going to get $20 or $10 off. That's $50 instead of $60. $49.99 for Cyberpunk 2077.
Yep.
So hey, if you're planning on getting it, or you've already got it pre-ordered, you may want to look into Amazon.com. So Amazon, if you by any chance are watching this, we could love to use the sponsorship. Give us some deals that we can give our customers. We'll take Amazon sponsorship right away. Drop us some codes to give away. I know. But that said, I want Amazon to give us a lot of coupon codes to give our audience and advertise the fuck out of some Amazon, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a nice little Amazon or Twitch shirt. I'll rock that. So it's brief. There's not many deals, but ladies and gentlemen, briefly, that was critical deals. We do plan to have a lot of deals for you in future episodes. So we will continue to have critical deals for you. That said, it is now time for what's that?
Got a few more deals in game news.
Yeah, well, we got, of course, but we're going to save those for, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Game news. Game news. Game news. Game news. So go ahead and knock it off while I scroll up on the notes.
All right. So I'll go ahead and do the first two.
Okay.
And then
go right ahead.
Speaking of deals, for PlayStation gamers, are getting Street Fighter V and PUBG free on PlayStation Plus until next month. I believe it ends the 14th, if I'm correct on that.
14th, yep, 14th.
So until the 14th of next month, you pick up Street Fighter V and PUBG free on PlayStation. That is approximately what, $60 worth of games right
$60
there.
for the games, yeah.
So that is a great deal. If you enjoy the Street Fighter series or you want to try put your hand at PUBG, uh, definitely pick them up. Like give them some play. Uh, Moving from that, we also have a great deal on PC. We have some bad news, good news, and some awesome news, and it's all wrapped around the same title. Rocket League is leaving Steam. But they are going to be on Epic. Epic is giving away the game for free. So, on top of that, if you claim your free copy of Rocket League on the Epic Game Launcher, they are going to give you a $10 coupon for any purchase over $14.99. So you get the game for free. If you don't already own it, that's really great. But if
Yeah.
you do own it, you can still pick it up and get $10 free. So you're going to be able to get Rocket League for free on Epic Games, and you'll get $10 coupon for any game that you want to pick up on top of that.
So so pretty much, like I've already did it today. I've got my coupon. It does work. I've got Rocket League for free. I've got it on the Xbox. I've got it on the PlayStation. Now I have it on Epic, and I got my coupon. Believe it or not, guys. So you can stand literally either getting a $10 game or cheaper game. Any game from $14.99 up for $10 cheaper and a free game. And Epic even has other free games.
Yep.
Holy wow, that's
they give
awesome.
away, Epic, if for those of you who are not familiar with Epic Games and haven't checked out Epic Games yet, I know there's a huge controversy with that, but that's neither here nor there. They give away free games every single week.
Yeah.
Every single week. It's not once a month, and there's no subscription-based service like on PlayStation Plus. Every single week they give away free games, and I have seen the Arkham trilogy be given away on there. I've seen
Dragon
Telltale
Age games.
Dragon Age. They gave away, I think it was Borderlands 2.
Borderlands 2 was, yeah, for 1 month it was Borderlands 2, guys. We're talking a $50 game. Okay, or is it $30 now?
I think it's $30. But
$30. Still, that's $30
Grand Theft
free.
Auto 5 given away 3 weeks ago. Grand Theft
See,
Auto 5
yeah,
away for free.
Even John said the same thing. They gave away GTA for free. Epic is, if you're a PC gamer, ladies and gentlemen, definitely go to Epic. Epic, if you're watching, we'll take a sponsorship too. Can you comment the code in chat? I really want to try this ASAP. Inefficient skills. It's not a code. If you go to, I think it's epic.com.
Yeah, go to Epic. It's Epic Games or epic.com.
Hold on one sec. It's either Epic or epicgames.com. I'll put both in there because I'm not sure which it is.
I got it right here.
Okay, so he's going to get the right one. So hold on one second, ladies and gentlemen.
You want to carry on with the next one while I drop this?
Yeah, so with game news, ladies and gentlemen, this is not really actual game wise, but yet in the same it is. The Game Awards, every year they have Game Awards. The Game Awards this year has been announced for to be Thursday, December 10th. 2020's Game Awards will be Thursday, December 10th. We don't have an actual link right now for you guys, but we will have a link for you to watch it. I'm hoping that they do some kind of televised thing through Twitch or some kind of live streamed event. But as it stands right now, we do at least have a date for the Game Awards. The 2020 Game Awards will be December 10th. Thursday, December 10th. No time yet, and no knowledge of if it's going to be a live stream event or if it's just going to be a website posting what the awards are. But Game Awards,
we do know that they plan on having 3 events around the globe on the same day.
Right.
All 3 will be live streamed. At this point, they're not sure if they will have an actual audience in attendance because of COVID. They are hoping to have, but we're not sure exactly. But there will be 3 events around the globe. All 3 will be live streamed, and the Game Awards, for those of you who don't keep all the award shows and the E3 events and the PAC East events, um, Game Award last 3 or 4 years has been notorious for having huge games announced at
Oh yeah.
games that you haven't even haven't been mentioned before. They're just like dropped on you out of nowhere, and they're huge, huge, incredible games. So I'm really excited to see what gets announced
What
this
secret
year.
games are that we haven't been told about? Because for those of you who've seen all the game the event for Xbox, and you've seen the event for PlayStation, and you've seen all the great games coming, but that's not all the games that are coming. There's major other games that we don't know about, that nobody knows about, that we'll find out on this on the Game Awards. And I think
Yep.
we should, once we find out what time and where, we need to do some kind of critical hit show on it.
Oh yeah, I am absolutely for that. There'll be a lot of interest.
What do you guys think? Do y'all want to see some kind of critical hit Game Awards event from this major Game Awards show? If you do, go ahead, throw it up in the chat. Let us know what you think about a Game Awards special critical hit event. Let us know about that while we move on to the next story that we got for you for game news. So back to Microsoft, ladies, and Game Awards event sounds badass. Cool. Jak and Daxter. Oh, Jak and Daxter's my game. For those who don't know, I'm a huge Jak and Daxter fan. I have every single game. I've been waiting for Jak 4. I've got information on Jak and Daxter. I don't want to tell you guys right now, but I have information that I'm foaming at the mouth. For those who don't know, if you ever watched Doogie Howser MD or Sergeant Bilko or Plan 9 from Outer Space, or Newsies, there's an actor in it called Max Casella. Max Casella is the voice of Daxter, so I'm a huge fan of the series. But I don't want to. I know something about Jak and Daxter that I'm not going to talk about until another episode. We're kind of saving it, but yeah, thank you for mentioning that, John, because you got me a little excited on that one. Anyway, back to game news, everybody. Back to game news. Got to stay focused. Microsoft, everybody, is back in game news. Again, we can never talk too much about Microsoft. Microsoft has pretty much added Japan. Every area of Japan has now been added into Microsoft Flight Simulators, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're a Microsoft Flight Simulator fan like myself, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, I do have Microsoft Flight Simulator. I've been playing Microsoft Flight Simulator since it first came out years ago when I was a kid. We won't date what year that was, but but years ago when Microsoft Flight Simulator first came out, I started with it. And I am actually excited that I'll be able to fly around the areas of Japan. You know, it's going to be kind of cool. You know, one of the things that I do that a lot of my friends who play the flight simulators, they think I'm crazy for, because I try to get the plane as low as I can to the ground and fly as close to the buildings as I can, kamikaze style. So it'll be kind of interesting for me to play Japan, you know, with that low flight profile. But yeah, so yeah, if you're a flight simulator fan, definitely check it out. Japan, all of the areas of Japan are coming. You'll be able to fly the whole map of Japan, ladies and gentlemen, as well as US, Canada, and Europe. So Flight Simulator has a lot of places you can fly around, and a lot of different planes that you can buy or unlock.
Next piece of is the Among Us sequel.
Among Us sequel, ladies and gentlemen, Among Us sequel
Has been canceled.
You heard it
However,
here.
the new content will be added to the original game instead. Right now, the free and additional sorry. There is no info as of right now if the new content will be free or cost an additional cost as DLC, or how it will be handled. What we do know, Richard, I know you were reading up on this. So, what exactly do you know is going added? I know there's talks of
There's gonna be more.
console support.
There's gonna be more server. There's gonna be more servers added. More server support added. There's gonna be that's gonna go across more consoles. So we'll have it. You'll be able to access it pretty much all across all consoles and game systems. As well as there's gonna be the some new tasks and stuff added to it. There's going to be some extra map changes where you have different maps that you'll be able to play. So a lot more stuff that you're going to be able to do with it. So they're basically expounding on it and making it better. But instead of making it a completely different game this time, they figured they would bundle it into one game, adding it on as a DLC to the current game that they got. Because a lot of people already have it. They figured this way it'll bring more attention to the current game that's out and basically make higher sales. This will give them a chance to make more money that they can add more. So if you're into buying the game, it's a $5 game, guys. A $5 game, okay? It's free for PC and you can play it slightly cross network with PC and PC to mobile, but it will be coming to consoles. You'll be able to play it all over. They are talking about a possible a Twitch extension for Twitch streamers because a lot of people are streaming it. They are working on a Twitch extension, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to see a lot more capabilities with it and Twitch coming soon with this next DLC capability as well.
I'm excited to see. I know one of the things I plan on picking up eventually is repurchasing it with the release of the Super Mario 3D 30th anniversary thing that just released.
Right.
I need to pick Super Mario Sunshine was hands down. Super Mario Sunshine and Super Mario 64 were my childhood. Those two games made up so many hours of my childhood. It's not even funny. So I'm gonna have to pick up another Switch to play that game. So I'm kind of excited to play Among Us on the go because it's such a simple game and it's easy to play, and to be able to play that on Switch and especially with the co-op close range. You could be sitting there with your friend, and they could have theirs, and you could wirelessly connect to each other and have a local game. I think it's interesting what happened on the Switch console.
Right. Now, see, I have to. I used to have a Switch. I technically still do have a Switch, but my daughter, she has my Switch. Mario 64 and Sunshine are awesome. Oh, trust me, I know. My daughter has it. She has the games. She has my Switch. She liberated my Switch. So she plays on it. I don't have it anymore. So I'm going to have to work on saving money to get me a new one so I can play with her while she's in Michigan. And so that me and Hellfire and other gamers can play. Because we'll have to play with Tabitha as well since she has a Switch. So we are in the works of getting one, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see where we... speaking of...
a little more in Nintendo news.
Yeah, speaking of Nintendo and Nintendo news, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and do this right here. Look what we got there. That's the Nintendo Switch logo. Pretty much Nintendo has announced a new Kirby game, ladies and gentlemen. And get this, it's available right now. So Tabitha, it's a game that you may want to get. We're about to show you what it is right here, right now. It's in the eShop for $19.99. We're not going to tell you what the name of the game is. We're pretty much just going to go ahead and show you the game right now. Let me get over here and turn it on. This is what? Here we go.
It's Kirby versus Kirby versus Kirby versus Kirby. Which Kirby is the strongest? Kirby Fighters 2. Up to 4 Kirbys will duke it out. You win once you deplete your opponent's health to 0. Prove you're the strongest of them all. The key to winning? Copy abilities. Let's see all 17. Master of the Blade, Sword, It's electrifying. Speed. Shrouded in secrecy. Ninja. Target your opponents. Archer. Smash with strength. Hammer. Slash with speed. Cutter. The martial arts expert. Fighter. Twirl and swirl. Parasol. Ready, set, throw. Bomb. Lash out at opponents. Whip. Ram with your horn. Beetle. Ring-a-ding-ding. Bell. Show off your tricks. Yo-yo. Jab from afar. Stab. Get creative. Artist. Command the tide. Water. And introducing the new copy ability, Wrestler. It's powerful and great for throwing opponents. Plus, other characters make their appearance. The spear-wielding chap, Bandana Waddle Dee. The original tongue twister, Gooey. The magician from another dimension, Magalore. The supersonic swordsman, Meta Knight. The king of the hammer swing, King DDD. All 22 fighters are ready to battle. Let's take a look at the modes. First is Battle Mode. Not only can you fight solo, but you can also participate in team battles. There are lots of stages to choose from. Gourmet Go-Go contains endless showers of food and other things. Gigavolt has a gigantic robot. Don't get squished. Familiar stages from past Kirby games are also included. Items can really change things up in battle. Fight! Cracker. The Buddy Shooting Star is a special item only available in team battles. Combine the pieces and turn the tables completely. Using enough Joy-Con controllers, up to 4 players can compete on one Nintendo Switch system. You can also compete in local play and online play. Challenge friends near and far. Next is Story Mode. Team up with a buddy to take on King DDD and Meta Knight at the top of the tower. A different opponent awaits on each floor. After completing a floor, you can pick an item to boost your strength. Don't stop till you reach the top. In single-handed mode, you'll fight 9 battles single-handedly. Your opponent will get stronger every time you win. Keep fighting to polish your skills. By completing modes, you'll be rewarded with Fighter's Points, which can be used to alter Kirby's appearance with items such as hats. For Kirby's. 1 victor. Who will win? Kirby Fighters 2. Available now only on Nintendo eShop.
So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Kirby Fighters 2. Tabitha's already saying that she needs it. I have to say, the game actually, I'm not a big fan of Kirby. I think he's kind of cute, yeah. But I had to say, I honestly, I really want to try to get this game. I need to get me a Switch just to try this game. I'm really curious about it.
Sorry, Mike was still muted. But I will say this: Kirby is one of my mains in Smash Bros. I'm a huge fighter game nerd, I guess. I love fighter games. I own just about all the Street Fighters, all the Mortal Kombats. What was it? Infamous? Is that what Infamous? The DC thing?
Yeah, Infamous 2 and Infamous Second
Yep,
Son.
I own those. I own then of course the one I play regularly is Brawlhalla. So I love fighting games, and like I said, Kirby is one of the mains that I use when I play Smash Bros. So I think a Kirby centered fighting game would be really interesting, especially with some new abilities that he has in this one. So when I pick up a Switch again, this will definitely be the games that I grab to try out.
So Nintendo, send us 2 Switches that we can advertise you and play you here on the stream. That's right, 2 Switches. We'll play the hell out of your games. We'll advertise it. We'll get you lots of sales. So Nintendo, please send us some free Switches. Hey, shameless plugs, ladies and gentlemen. It's not. Can you blame me? So
No,
anyway,
I mean since we're doing shameless plugs, hey Monster, why don't you send me a lifetime supply?
Hey,
I ain't gotta keep buying these anymore.
Monster, let's get Bang. Let's get Bang to send us some stuff. Let's. Hey, everybody out there has their energy drinks that they're advertising. Nobody has Bang sponsorship. So Bang, if you're watching, sponsor us. Let us be your first ever streamer sponsor. We will drink all your drinks back to back. I will literally drink 10 of your drinks back to back if I have to. If you give us sponsorship, okay? So, Bang, send it this way. You know, horns up. It's Mr. Paul's here. So let me do something real quick. We're gonna do a shout out to Mr. Paul here, ladies and gentlemen. Or it's Mr. Paul. So there we go. It's gonna pop up right there. It's Mr. Paul playing Final Fantasy Remake, ladies and gentlemen. You guys got me hooked on Bang. Hey, it's healthy. It doesn't have none of the bad stuff. It's a great energy drink. I'm sorry, there's a lot of energy drinks out there that are really good. No offense, but Bang is one of those underdog drinks, and they have some really good stuff. Their birthday cake, the cotton candy, the watermelon one, the berry blast one. They got some great flavors out there. So
I will
yeah.
say, Bang, Monster has been my main. I was like 13, but Bang has definitely been something in the recent that's come out. It's not that old. It's
No,
fairly with the last 3 years it's come out.
2 years, last 2 years.
2 years, okay. Bang, and I've been drinking a lot of the Rains. Rain is another one that uses a lot of more vitamins instead of
Yeah. Well,
all
see,
the other bad stuff that's in
and
Monster.
that's the thing I was
So,
going to mention. Tabitha says that she doesn't get doesn't crash like she does with other drinks.
yep,
That's because a lot of them use increased amounts of sugar and taurine and
taurine.
guarana. And that's where you're going to get your crash from. Bang and some of the other drinks, they use green tea, they use B vitamins, niacin, they use a lot of minerals and supplements. So it's all healthy stuff. I think Bang also has creatine in it. So you're getting a
Yep.
lot of healthy stuff that your body needs versus just that quick, instant sugar rush, like and then all of a sudden,
Yep.
it's healthier for you, You'll feel a lot
Yeah.
better after having drank it. There's no crash. There's no harm to your body. You're not putting trash in your body. I'm big on health stuff. Being half Italian and half Native American, one of the biggest things I do is my Italian foods. Okay, I've recently I tried to do the cauliflower pizza crust, but they're too gooey, guys. I cannot stand. Bang gives me more energy too. Exactly. That's
Yeah.
because of the niacin and it's more healthy stuff. So you're gonna get a more longer, higher increase in energy. But with the cauliflower crust, it gets really gooey, and I can't stand a gooey crust. So I took it upon myself to create my own recipe and took the cauliflower idea and added in flaxseed, ladies and gentlemen, which flaxseed is really healthy for you. So I made a cauliflower and flaxseed crust that pretty much gives me the crispiness of an actual pizza crust, okay? And then sprinkle a little bit of garlic up there, and you'll never know the difference. It won't look any different. But I'm a real health nut. And that said, paying attention to what I put in my body, Bang should totally sponsor you guys, right? Bang should totally. I could see like a Bang image somewhere around here, especially when we go live, we can drink it right on set and whatnot. Yeah, exactly.
Bang. Let me say this. Bang. If you sponsor us, I will get a tattoo of your logo somewhere on my body.
See, hey, I'll even do the same thing. We can go somewhere and get Bang tattoos with their website on us somewhere. They may close down and we'll be Bang for life, but yeah. So you heard it here, Bang. Sponsor us. We'll get tattoos. We'll drink your stuff on stream. We'll put logos and links and everything. We'll even do commercials for you. Okay? New Law Media will make commercials for you. Now it is already 2 hours, so we don't have the time to do the thing that we planned. But it's okay. We'll prepare that for Tuesday's stream. What we're gonna do for you guys is we're gonna have critical plays. Okay, and critical plays. Let me go ahead and switch the screen for you guys to see, just so y'all can see what we were gonna do. Is this? Look what we got here, ladies and gentlemen. Among Us, of all things that we talked about today. So, what we plan to do with critical plays, not today, but we will schedule it in starting next Tuesday on our Tuesday episode, guys. We will start critical plays where you guys with us, we will be playing Among Us right here on stream, so you guys get to do it. What we're gonna set it up is so that not only can you do it, but I think we can since we're gonna have the end here and start it on Tuesday, we can work it out to where we can advertise. If they're a streamer, we can advertise their stream of those who play with us.
Do we want it?
Yeah.
Being a last minute.
So critical plays, guys.
I will say this: it is 9 p.m. here. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I was excited to play Among Us. So I think what I might do is in about 30 minutes I will be live on my personal channel. So anybody who wants to jump in and play with me in Among Us is more than welcome to do.
And I'll join in. I've already got it set up, so I can join in too. So yeah, we're gonna mention it in the Stream Demons Discord. Anybody who's not a Stream Demons, let me go ahead and switch back to the wide shot real quick, ladies and gentlemen. So anybody who's not a Stream Demons, make sure you understand Stream Demons is the best stream demon, the best stream team out there. It's a Discord stream team. I played that and had no direction from the people I was playing with on how to play. It was confusing, but I'll try again sometime. Sweet Biscuits, what we'll do is the best way to play is have a Discord group. We can set up a Discord, get in a Discord chat group on the Stream Demons Discord and be able to talk with everybody as we play it. And we'll actually do like a game where we can play with it and learn it as we go. Especially if he's going to stream it in 30 minutes and do that number. So yeah, real quick, however, guys, it is something that let me turn that off real quick. Something that myself and Hellfire do every episode. We always talk about this, but suicide prevention hotline, ladies and gentlemen. During the times of COVID, during the times of the lockdowns and all the BS that's going on with 2020, okay, all I had to say is with all the BS of 2020, not one specific issue, all the issues of 2020, we've had an increase of suicides, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of people out there with depression, a lot of people out there with problems. If you are feeling depressed and feeling close to suicide, there's people to reach out to. You can call the 1-800 number. They also have a suicidepreventionhotline.org. So definitely check them out. There's always people to chat online, on the phone, information that you can get. If you have a friend that's suicidal, you can get information on, and you can talk to someone and how to talk to them. If you're feeling depressed, reach out to myself, reach out to Hellfire. I'm sure anybody in Stream Demons is willing to listen to you. I know Sweet Biscuits, she's really big onto this. She's there. The Fluffy Life is there. Us streamers are all here for you. Please reach out. Exactly. It's Mr. Paul. Exactly. Reach out to one of us. It's a big thing to myself and Hellfire. We've mentioned this in episode 1. We're not going to go into full details, but we've been there. We've actually been to where we've tried to commit suicide, guys. I've been there. Okay, I was someone who actually tried it. A big mistake for me. I regret it, but I'm happy that I'm alive, and it allowed me to realize and appreciate life even more. That's the reason why I'm all about positivity, and you're seeing a happy type of person out of me. So I'll let Hellfire speak for a little bit himself.
like Richard said, we went into a detail in episode 1 on exactly what we had been through, and we're not going to rehash all of that, but add to what he said. We've both been in very very dark places in our lives. Um, like him, I also attempted suicide on numerous occasions. Uh, luckily, I wasn't successful, so I am still here to annoy the shit out of everybody and make everybody laugh and laugh at myself because. But suicide is not the answer. I
No.
don't care how bad things are and how useless you feel or how depressing life is at any given moment. Suicide is not the answer. There is always a brighter day. And hang on. I promise things will get.
Yeah.
It may not get better tomorrow. It may not get better in a month. But one day things will be better and you will look back so glad that you did not go were not successful in your attempt.
Like the song says, hold on for one more day. Break free from the chains. So anyway, if you need somebody to reach out with, and or you're a streamer, for be it for suicide attempts that you if you're feeling suicidal, you're depressed, and you want to have a good group of people to talk to, Stream Demons, everybody. The invite link is right there in the chat. If you have not joined Stream Demons, definitely join Stream Demons out. We are a great family, a great team. We work together to have help everybody with their goals, whatever it is. We are all there for each other. We'll be there for you as well. That said, it is time for us to raid a Stream Demon. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say that we have Antisocial streaming, and we have Rodimus. Rodimus is a new streamer, so I think we should go ahead and raid Rodimus.
That sounds good to me. Show some love to somebody new.
Show it to a new demon, everybody. So stay here for 5 minutes. Do not leave for 5 minutes till after 5 minutes of the raid. Hashtag raid, hashtag critical hit, hashtag stream demons. Let's show some people some love and support. We love each and every one of you. Thank you for being with Critical Hit. Don't forget to follow our YouTube. If you have any friends, let your friends know about us. Get them to follow us. Let's get those 50 followers. We're still trying to break 50 followers, guys. So yeah, get your friends to follow us. Let us break that 50 so we can become affiliates and bring more Critical Hit emotes to you guys, and so that we can start having some Critical Hit merch for you and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, that said, we're gonna go ahead and raid Rodimus. Thank you all for being here. Hellfire.
I appreciate each and every one of you, as I say every time. Y'all are awesome, and we wouldn't be here without you guys. We rely on the support from you guys and the love that y'all show us, and y'all being interested in what we have to say to even have a show to begin with. So I appreciate everybody that shows up and watches the show and loves the show, and so glad each and every one are here. And we will see you Tuesday. Stream Demons.
Tuesday it is. Stream Demons. Horns up, everybody.